And welcome back live inside Delaware Live Sports for your Viking Invitational 2024. Welcome you here to the St. E Center in Wilmington, Delaware. Nick Alessandrini alongside my broadcast partner Joey Singles, Jason Winchell, our producer, and of course joined by the man running the show, John Gretchen. John, we appreciate your time. We are through a few matchups here today. We just had a great game between Red Bank Catholic and Olmsted Falls, and we were talking about Red Bank Catholic coming in and what a performance they put on in that game that we broadcast last time around. We had a fun skills competition out here in between games, and now we're going to get a chance to see Arrowhead High School from Wisconsin taking on Central Dauphin from Pennsylvania, so this one is going to be a fun one on paper as well.
It should be. It should be. Some of the information I got about Arrowhead is that they're ranked number 4 right now in the state of Wisconsin in their top division, and they were state champions last year. So they are a very good team, and Randy and the Rams from Central Dauphin are always competitive. Okay, so I think we're in for a good game here.
Again, you're absolutely right. We had a chance to check out Central Dauphin here in the previous years, and they've put up some good performances here at the Viking Invitational. A very talented school athletically up there from Pennsylvania. I know back when I wrestled for St. Mark's High School, they were some of the cream of the crop up there in wrestling, basketball, you name it. So it's fun to have them here back at the Viking Invitational. And, of course, our first look at Arrowhead High School, who made the trip from Wisconsin. A chance to talk to them a little bit before this one. They've got a full roster loaded up here on the trip, and they're ready to play some basketball.
They certainly are, according to Coach Ron. He said, we're ready to go.
And
but when they win this, they're going to have to face Red Bank, number 4 team in the nation.
That's right, the winner of this one, and not an easy test ahead. And again, that game is going to be coming at you tomorrow in the championship bracket, and that is going to be a fun one. A winner of this one taking on a very talented Red Bank Catholic team with a big victory over Olmsted Falls. And then even in the consolation brackets, the two even losers of this game going to have a great matchup again tomorrow as well.
Wow, that's going to be a good game. If you're looking for good basketball, tune in.
That's right. And Joe, you had the chance. You were on the call for that last game against Red Bank Catholic, and we were talking off the air, and you and I were both extremely impressed what we saw out of the Caseys.
Yeah. From a coaching standpoint or just a basketball purist standpoint, they played the game the right way. Defensively impressive, pointing ball girl, all the things that you teach younger players that you hope they can, execute on the court, and that team did it.
And now we'll take our attention here to this one, Arrowhead and Central Dauphin. Arrowhead, if you're just joining us, they're going to be in the all-white uniforms with the blue letters and the red trim, the blue trim down the sides. Looking a little bit in the Dell State colors there for you from Wisconsin. Again, coming as the 4th-ranked team from Wisconsin, and then Central Dauphin, as you can see, they're in the all-green uniforms with the white letters, the white numbers, and the white trim. We'll be going right to left. Arrowhead left to right as we are set for action here at the Viking Invitational.
I know Arrowhead's pretty excited about this game and coming to Delaware. They were very happy to get invited and get here, and they're really thrilled.
And a shout out to all our viewers tuning in here from Wisconsin. Excited to have you here on the broadcast. And now a chance to check out your team here in the first state. Of course, Wilmington, Delaware at the St. E Center, as both teams now going to head to their respected benches here for just a moment. Some things to figure out.
Yeah,
believe we have an official maybe had to go to the bathroom or had to head down to the locker room. So there we go. That's what it's going to be here to start. So a small pause in the action, 8 minutes on the clock. Again, if you're out of state tuning in, it'll be 5 fouls per quarter. You'll be shooting 2 free throws on the 5th team foul, and also more importantly, no shot clock here in the state of Delaware.
Yeah, we needed a timeout. Full timeout.
That's right. Charge them for it, right?
How many timeouts does an official get?
There we go, and the crowd brings them back in. Gotta love the energy here at the St. E Center. So the teams will retake the floor. Let's get you the starters, and we'll start with Arrowhead High School from Wisconsin. It'll be Presley Sams, Sydney Zanner, McKenna House, Karina Clems, and Natalie Casso alongside Teresa Kesanovitz. And we are underway. Tip-off going to be controlled by Central Dauphin. Your starters, Sincere Matthews, Maya Dickerson, Michaela Matinchek, Kayana Taylor, and Olivia Green. So we are officially underway, the Viking Invitational on a Friday evening in our girls bracket. Catch and shoot three from the right wing. That one off the mark from Sincere Matthews, and now Arrowhead going to get it and go the other way. Working it inside out. They get it. The left hand inside goes. That one good for Natalie Cassot, and she's got our first points of the ball game, and now Arrowhead going to settle into this pressure.
Yep.
And they come up with the steal. It's Cassot again. We're going to have a tie-up under the basket, and it's going to be back in this direction. So it'll be Arrowhead to inbound. They'll get it in. It's Cassot from three, long. And the putback is up and through.
Full court pressure here. Central Dauphin breaks it, looks for a pass, goes up and over.
And so Dauphin will control it here under the basket. It's going to be a catch and shoot three, and cans it. That time it was Kayana Taylor who knocks it down and gets Central Dauphin on the board, but don't blink. Quickly the other way goes Arrowhead because Sue has the offensive rebound. Now she'll have it in the corner, and she has a cutting teammate, an easy two that time. On the cut, it was Sydney Zanner.
They're getting good looks around in the lane so far. Central Dauphin's going to have to do something.
Dauphin answering down the other side. Nice play by guess who? Kayana Taylor. She's got all five for Dauphin.
I feel like, guys, it's awfully loud in here. It's really the same amount of people, but the energy is pretty high.
I was going to say, something seems different here for this one. Drive, kick to the corner. That three rattles out. Rebound into the hands of Michaela Matinchek.
Well, Central Dauphin always brings a lot of people.
Yep.
And a whistle and a hold down this end. Our first foul of the game with 5:54 to go in the first. That foul will go against Natalie Cassot. And now Central Dauphin on the inbound. Matthews to the basket, got downhill, and ends up picking up the foul call. She's going to shoot two free throws.
Yeah, she saw a little opening there. Arrowhead was kind of a little confused and saw a little opening there and took it and got fouled.
That's going to be the second personal quickly on Natalie Cassot. So she picks up two quick fouls here for Arrowhead, and now some free throws coming for Sincere Matthews. The first one just off the mark.
Coach is going to leave her in with the two fouls. Nobody's at the table.
Again, we are joined by John Gretchen. Happy to have him here on the broadcast for this big one between Arrowhead and Central Dauphin. And John, how do you kind of go through that process as that free throw misses for Sincere Matthews about finding these teams? I mean, you have a lot of connections. How do you come and how do you decide on what teams are going to get the invite here to the Viking Invitation?
I do a lot of scouting. I go to a couple different tournaments for both girls. Boys are newer to me, but I'm networked within the high school situation. I get a lot of teams come to me.
As that three was buried from Natalie Cassot. She's got five to start with those two fouls. And again, thanks for having us back. Some pressure here from Arrowhead. Dauphin able to beat it. And now here comes Dickerson trying to get it inside. Tipped and stolen by Natalie Cassot. Cassot put it on the floor. Drive and kick. The three from the far side rattles out. But what do you know? Cassot hauled it in and then had it stripped away. That was a great job that time by Olivia Green to take it away on the other end. This three for Dickerson is up. Long rebound, battled for, and a nice box out. That time by Teresa Kesenovitz. And down the other end, couldn't finish it off. Nice handoff to a teammate. That shot might have been blocked underneath by Green. Another drive, and this one unable to finish, but a foul and some free throws coming up for Sydney Zenner.
Yeah, Central Dauphin did everything right there except finish and box out.
Yeah.
They got the hand up, they blocked a number of shots, but Arrowhead kept crashing the boards, and Central Dauphin was unable to box out there.
So 9-5 on the scoreboard here as that free throw misses out for Zahner. So, John, how long have you known about, is Arrowhead the furthest team making the trip here this year? I know a few years ago we had Matter Day all the way from California, so it seems Arrowhead have the most distance this season?
Yeah, they won the prize. All right. I don't know what the prize is, but they won it.
And we're happy to have them here. Again, a full roster loaded up.
Yep.
Halfway through the first, 10-5. Crossing over that time was Taylor, had it stolen away.
Yeah, she kind of crossed it into the defender's toe there, foot, excuse me.
That three was short, but out of bounds on the rebound, though.
Say she stepped out, yeah.
Shot was short for Presley Sams. Now some subs here for Central Dauphin. Jasmine Zakar going to come in alongside Samantha Sembrat, as Dickerson and Taylor are going to get a breather. Working it around the perimeter. Nice shot fake there. Lefty baseline mid-range jumper wouldn't fall. And now here comes Dickerson looking up ahead. Had to be saved, and then the ball thrown away. Last touched by Central Dauphin.
The coach wanted the call, but ref thought he was calling for timeout.
And now a short stoppage here. So inadvertent whistle. Now 3:44, a 10-5 game. So, John, what time did you get here today early on this morning?
7:15.
There you go.
Oh, I had teams coming into practice.
Oh, there you go. Right, getting some good shots. I think Olmsted Falls might have got some shots up.
Yep.
As that baseline jumper
Arrowhead
drops. Teresa Kesanovitz.
That's my usual routine.
Yep. Did you get any shots up
to-
when you were here earlier this morning?
I take mine about 6.
There you go. Here's Dickerson. Good defense here on the perimeter. Has to give it up. Great
Good
entry
pass,
feed
great
inside
pass.
and finished off, Joe.
Good finish, yeah.
Olivia Green.
Loved how she sealed her defender on her back. Pass was thrown in a position where no one could catch it except for her. Beautiful.
Arrowhead trying to answer. Cassell wants three. Hung on the rim, falls out, and another strong rebound by Olivia Green. (12-7) game here in the Viking Invitational. Game number 2 on the broadcast schedule. Step back three. That's a tough shot for Dickerson. And now leaking up ahead for Arrowhead is Cassell, and she's got it for 2 more.
And Nick and John, that's just the perfect example of one of those, maybe not the best choice in shot selection that results in a quick, fast break the other end.
Right.
Easy two for Arrowhead. Central Dauphin is having a little trouble getting good looks, which is, maybe why that shot went up. But you kind of got to know the situation as you're deciding what to do there.
I noticed only first quarter, but I think Central Dauphin looks a little tired already.
We'll see
And
if they can-
Arrowhead keeps putting people in and out, in and out.
They got the platoon subs. Olivia
Yep.
Green got 2 more to go that time as we hit the 2-minute mark of the opening quarter. Chris passing here from Arrowhead.
Oh.
A nice little hesitation, able to get to her spot. Shot wouldn't go. Second chance is a little strong, and now a tie-up under the basket. And a possession error going to give it back to Central Dauphin. So for Central Dauphin now to be Samantha Sembrat. And she is out there alongside Jasmine Zakar. Lily Freilich now into the game as well. Rounded out by Olivia Green and Kayana Taylor. That's a deep three. Off the mark that time for Freilich, but a second chance here for Dauphin. Driving.
Tough
That
shot.
one drops through and one. And a chance at the old-fashioned three-point play for Kayana Taylor, who's continuing to have herself an impressive first quarter. She'll have 7 before the free throw. That foul will go against Arrowhead, and no number 1 on the board yet. Or 21, excuse me. It'll be against Clem's. Free throw, no good. So 14-11 after the missed free throw. A minute and a half to go here in the opening quarter. Now a little trip up here on the perimeter. That one will go against Lily Freilich.
Central Dolphins hanging in there. They're hanging. They're quietly, getting their baskets. Seems like the energy and the momentum has been with Arrowhead since the tip, but Central Dolphins hanging tough.
Putting on the floor, drive kicked. It was stolen away. Samantha Sembrot. And then up ahead to Taylor. It was a heck of a pass. And then Taylor just had to get on the floor to try to save it, but turns it over. Arrowhead working it around the perimeter. Shot fake. Good recovery by Central Dauphin. Then a mid-range jumper drops through for Presley Sams. Under a minute and ticking. They get it inside. Turning.
Good shot, though.
Too strong for Green. Got her own miss. And then thrown away that time. Thought she had a teammate in the corner. Did Samantha Sembrot. But instead, out of play. .40 seconds to go here in the first. And then a quick whistle will be the third team foul against Central Dauphin. And we'll see who the call is on. It'll be back-to-back fouls against Lily Freilich.
Yeah, just a little bit too much pressure.
So we'll see if Arrowhead holds for the last shot. Up 16-11, lost her footing. Able to recover. Sams to the basket. Bounce pass underneath. Shot rejected by Kayana Taylor. 10 seconds now for Arrowhead to work with. And an extra step in there for Zahner. And she'll get called for the whistle and the travel. So 8.8 to go. Final shot coming for Central Dauphin. 3 seconds. Got to get a shot off. It's stolen away, and that's how the first will come to a close. 16-11 in favor of Arrowhead over Central Dauphin. John, a fun first quarter here in the Viking Invitational. What stood out to you there? What'd you like in that matchup there early?
I like the way Arrowhead came out, and they're keeping people off the bench, bringing them in, and I think they're wearing Central Dauphin down a little bit that I mentioned.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep it up here as we head to the second quarter. John, we really appreciate you as always, and we'll have you back on for the first quarter of the next one coming up.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir. John Gretchen, the man, the myth, the legend, does it all here at the Viking Invitational. We appreciate him joining us. Again, all these teams that you see out here, he is responsible for bringing them here, and we're happy to be a part of it. So second quarter coming up here, and we'll be right back. Back underway here in the second. Cassell got inside with the floater with the left. Won't go. And Central Dauphin will take it the other way. Welcome back into Delaware Live Sports. That three hung around the rim and falls out for Maya Dickerson. Nick Alcedrini alongside Joe Singles and Jason Winchell here at the Viking Invitational. As that one sails out of play. 16-11 early on between Arrowhead making the trip from Wisconsin. And then Central Dauphin making the trip from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Central Dauphin hung in. I was just taking a quick look at the scorebook. Olivia Green, number 40, stood out to me. She's not on the floor right now, but she stood out to me for the team in green. Both ends of the court, her energy is very, very noticeable. Just kind of kept them in quietly as they look to close this little 5-point gap here.
That one off the mark. Rebound battled for underneath. Last touched by Central Dauphin.
Another tough shot. Central Dauphin just wasn't able to create any offense through their set. Had to take a difficult jumper.
Special thanks to John Gretchen joining us there in quarter number one. Here's a drive by Taylor. They get it to Sembrot, working it around now, back into the hands of Matthews. Good defense here by Arrowhead. Driving, tough shot on the baseline, no good. Rebound pulled away, a strong board, that time by McKenna Haas. Three straight away off the mark for Sams. Long rebound tipped around, battled for, and now bodies hitting the deck in the backcourt there. And I believe another jump ball. That's going to give the possession arrow back to Dauphin, as they're now going to talk about it here.
Good, because they're going to give Central Dauphin the timeout.
So timeout on the floor.
Yeah, called timeout, and the ref thought, I'm assuming the refs were deciding if she had possession to actually call timeout, because just like we know, you can't do a lot of things if you don't have possession.
Yeah.
You can't travel if you don't have possession, but you can't call a timeout unless the referee believes that you have possession of the basketball. That's one of those plays, I'm sure if you watch basketball, you watch the kids rolling around on the ground and everybody's
Always
calling
for
timeout.
timeouts. Yeah, like, nobody has the ball yet.
But you got to have possession before anything happens.
So both teams exiting their respected huddles now. 6:25 to go here in half number one. Some first half stats. Natalie Cassell leading the way for Arrowhead. She's got 7 points, or had 7 in the first quarter. And it was Kayana Taylor who added 7 herself for Central Dauphin. We got a 5-point game. We're back underway. It'll be Matthews alongside Maya Dickerson, Olivia Green, Kayana Taylor, and Michaela Matinchek. So the starters in there for Dauphin. Yeah, Joe, what'd you see on that one?
She's Central Dauphin in general, I think, is just doing a little bit too much dribbling. But in that particular case, it's a lot of dribbling and not a lot of whole lot of movement. They're sending a double high to the high post. They're occupying both high posts, and there's just not a whole lot of movement without the ball.
Here's Sams. Nice hesitation, got the defender off her feet. Jump shot from inside, though, falls short. Taylor, she's had the hot hand early, and they're going to get her for a walk there. The ball tipped up in the air a little bit, so a tough call, but they're going to get her for the travel.
Yeah, either way, kind of an ill-advised drive.
Yeah. Just trying to force something up there, it seemed.
Yeah.
Arrowhead defense been suffocating here to start the second quarter. Here's Cassell, got a team-high 7. She'll get it back on the re-entry, right up with it. Good, strong defense underneath. And Olivia Green able to hold her off. Over the top, nice feed. Foul going up, though, was Michaela Matinchek as Central Dauphin trying to get the ball inside.
Yeah, again, just like Olivia Green does. She sealed her defender. I mean, we've seen two games now where both squads have somebody's teaching these girls how to post up the right way. It's a lost art, but they're being successful.
Free throw is up and good for Michaela Matinchek. First made free throw of the evening for Central Dauphin. And that one is up and through. 2-2 for Matinchek. And the first points of the quarter go to Central Dauphin. One possession game. Nice crossover, drive and kick, open three from the corner. That one intercepted. Matthews trapped in the corner. We'll get it back up top. Good defense from Presley Sams. Thought about it. And a blocking foul. Excuse me. I believe an offensive foul here against Dauphin. Might have been a moving screen.
Yeah.
And they're going to get Michaela Matinchek.
But again, you see, Central Dauphin's point guard is just having a difficult time, with anything opening up for them offensively.
Coming up top here is Kesenovitz. Now they'll get it back into the hands of Zahner. And working it around. Sams with a fire inside. Reverse layup for Peterson wouldn't go. And now we hit the 4-minute mark, driving again, just getting stuck in there on that penetration. Matthews. Under 4 to go. That one intercepted cross court, and it's Cassell who picks it off. Euro stepping her way.
Good block
to the other side, and good defense in recovery and transition, that time from Olivia Green.
Yep, those types of plays are hard not to foul on. Good block.
So Arrowhead now will inbound, 3:48 to go in the half. As we welcome you to Delaware Live Sports, a push there, I believe, going to come against Samantha Sembron. Would be her first, team's third. And actually, they're going to give it to Olivia Green.
It's hard to see from our
you know
down
what?
at
You
this
are
other end
you
of the
are
court.
right about that.
Yeah.
The numbers can be tough from this side. Cassell catch and shoot three and rattles it home.
And that's her second, I believe, but she's looking for her shot every time she touches the ball.
Into double figures now for Cassell. She's got 10. Largest lead now for 6 for Arrowhead. As you mentioned, Joe, Central Dauphin been right there this entire first half. Tipped away, will stay down this side of the floor. Some subs here for Arrowhead. Cassell and Kesenovitz will head out. They've been anchoring the paint so far here in the first half for Arrowhead. So now we'll have McKenna Haas, who is checked in, alongside Karina Clems. Here's Kayana Taylor to the basket. Couldn't finish with the left hand. Arrowhead stop and pop from the mid-range baseline. And that miss now leads to a rebound into the hands of Jasmine Zakar. Under 3 to go in the half. And thrown it away. Matthews back in. She'll check in for Dickerson. So Ellie Peterson, Presley Sams, alongside Sydney Zahner And McKenna Hayes. And here's Clems. Sam's thought about the three. It's going to lead to a three for Zahner, and Zahner knocks it down.
She was our three-point shooter, right? In the begin no.
I was going to say, somebody was lighting it up from there earlier.
Yeah, on the three-point shooting contest.
Somebody lost Kayana Taylor, though, on the other end, and she makes them pay for it.
And that's big, Dick, because every time we think that Arrowhead's going to pull away, Central Dauphin gets a stop, and they knock down a shot.
22-16. Sizing up is Zahner. Trying to get it inside. Ball tipped away.
It's Olivia Green again on defense, getting just a little hand. Willing to go down on the floor for the ball.
Here's Taylor. Kicked back to Matthews as we approach a minute and a half to go in half number one. And a whistle and a foul, I believe, going to be on the perimeter. So no shot. It's going to go, I believe, against Ellie Peterson. So that'll be her first. She'll go against McKenna Hayes. Ball tipped and stolen. Sams has it the other direction. She'll stop. And now it's Zahner. What a crossover. Zahner with the left floats it up and in.
Wow.
8 points for Sydney Zahner. 24-16 lead for Arrowhead over Central Dauphin at the Viking Invitational. Lost the basketball that time, did Sembrot. And now Arrowhead back on the attack.
Oh, she wanted that three.
Thought about it hard. Now back to Sams. Sams trying to get it inside. Fading away. The shot is up and the shot is good. Karina Clems. And now we're seeing Arrowhead get into a little bit of a rhythm here offensively. Now double-digit lead by 10, 26-16, 20 seconds and ticking, and a chance for Central Dauphin to take this thing back to single digits before the break.
Good D by Arrowhead.
To the corner, Sembrot, 7, lost it. Passes it back, it's gonna be a mid-range jumper, hangs on the rim, no shooter's roll that time for Jasmine Zakar. And that is how it's going to take us to the conclusion of half number one. Arrowhead with a strong finish to the second quarter. They lead by 10, Joe, 26-16. What stood out to you here at the Viking Invitational in that first half between Central Dauphin and Arrowhead?
And, you know, this 10-point lead is kind of more indicative of the way the game went. You know, Central Dauphin was able to stay close within 4 to 6 points for most of that half. But a 10-point lead is probably, you know, based on how each team played. You know, Central Dauphin is going to have to find a way to create some offense because right now, kind of reminiscent of what we were talking about, St. Elizabeth's boys style play. You know, when you're dribbling up top and just looking to penetrate and kick, and you can't penetrate, you know, the defense just collapses, which is what we're seeing. Defense is Arrowhead's just collapsing on these you know, Central Dauphin, you know, girls trying to penetrate the lane, and they're just not having any success.
We'll see if they can draw something up in the locker room. Yep. A strong first half here at the Viking Invitational, 26-16. Arrowhead from Wisconsin, Central Dauphin from Pennsylvania. It's been a fun weekend. It rolls here with the second half when we come back.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Fish On in the Villages of 5 Points. Come check us out. Fish On is committed to serving beautiful, simple coastal cuisine in a cool atmosphere with a happening bar, spacious dining room, and outside patio. Popular dishes include the seafood stew and fresh oysters from the raw bar. Fish On's recently renovated event room and is the perfect spot for your next event. Fish On in Lewis in the Villages of 5 Points, open 7 days a week, best happy hour around. See you soon. Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer, president of Soto Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Soto Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Soto Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Surf Bagel has served the community in Delaware for over 20 years, providing fresh, hot bagels, breakfast sandwiches, lunch sandwiches, wraps, salads, local coffee and smoothies, and our iconic merch. Welcome to Surf Bagel. We're stoked to serve you.
Welcome to Surf Bagel.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Soto Concepts. Today we're at Lupo Italian Kitchen in downtown Rehoboth Beach. Come check us out. Located inside the Hotel Rehoboth, Lupo serves coastal Italian cuisine with fresh pasta made in-house daily. Lupo features plenty of unique craft cocktails and an extensive award-winning all-Italian wine list. Popular dishes include lobster bucatini, veal meatballs, grilled swordfish, and eggplant parmesan. Lupo Italian Kitchen on Rehoboth Avenue, serving happy hour daily and dinner 7 days a week. See you soon.
The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home.
Get the assurance that your HVAC system is what you need with Ambience. Ambience provides you with over 25 years of experience in the heating, cooling, and plumbing industry. The team at Ambience Heating and Air Conditioning provides high-quality residential HVAC installations, maintenance, and repairs in new and older homes in the Delaware, Maryland, Pennsylvania tri-state area. You may not realize it, but half of your energy costs go to heating and cooling. Make sure your energy dollars count and call us today for a free estimate. 302-239-HVAC. 302-239-4822.
Welcome to Premier Physical Therapy and Sports Performance. We're a locally owned outpatient physical therapy practice with convenient locations in all 3 counties in Delaware. At Premier, we have experienced physical therapists with advanced credentials, but their hospitality, passion, and enthusiasm is what makes the difference for you. Find our convenient locations at premierptsp.com.
You may have tried physical therapy,
but have you tried Premier?
How you doing? My name's Mike Cassidy. I'm the founder and president of Cassidy Painting. I started back in 1984, incorporated in 1986. I never had the word no in my vocabulary. When someone called me to do a job, I always said yes. Whether it was a struggle, whether it was 7 days a week, sun up to sundown, it didn't matter. And with that philosophy, we were able to grow to the size we are. We employ close to 80 individuals.
We really enjoy being in the family business. I look forward to coming to work every day. And it's so nice to work with the people that we work with in the office. We've really become a family with them. We really create a family experience around here.
Cassidy Painting is a very diversified company. We don't say no to anything. We deal with everything from epoxy floors to painting buildings to spray foam insulation, spray fireproofing. If it deals with a coating, we can handle it. So when our customers call and they're under the gun and they know the need to get a job done, they know who to call because we perform. We've always been performed. We've never been replaced out of 37 years of business. For any of your painting needs, we can handle it.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com.
Your home, your community. It's not just where you live, it's where you belong. At Dover Federal Credit Union, we understand what it means to be local. We started here, and we're not going anywhere. We're as local as it gets, and we like it that way. We're not just a financial institution, we are the local credit union that you can trust. Local people, local decisions. Dover Federal Credit Union.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Today we're at Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware. Come check us out. Matt's Fish Camp features seafood classics, coastal comfort food, and chef-driven specials that pair perfectly with our large selection of craft ales, curated wine list, and camp cocktails. Matt's offers indoor and outdoor dining and is the perfect place to have dinner with your family, happy hour with friends, or enjoy lunch at the Raw Bar. Matt's Fish Camp in Fenwick Island, Delaware, open 7 days a week year-round. See you soon.
Wraps, signs, banners, and promotional items that can help your business stand out from the rest. Looking for an excellent way to convey a professional image? Customized promotional products are the perfect way to target new customers, increase employee retention, and boost your brand awareness. Let the professionals at Cassidy Graphics bring your advertising ideas to life. Give them a call today at 302-326-2412. Again, that number is 302-326-2412. Again, Cassidy Graphics brings your advertising ideas to life. And welcome back inside Delaware Live Sports. It's the Viking Invitational 2024 here from the St. E Center in Wilmington, Delaware. Nick Allison-Dridi alongside Joey Singles and Jason Winchell. On to the second half here between Arrowhead High School from Wisconsin and Central Dauphin from Pennsylvania, 26-16, a 10-point lead for Arrowhead as we begin third quarter action.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of changes we talked about early or at halftime.
A steal to start things off, and there's Casso laying it up and through. Already had a team-high 10 points. She'll now have 12.
Try it again. See what Central Dauphin can do. differently.
That one off the mark from Matthews in the corner. Underneath.
Up and under.
Got it to go. And that was Teresa Kesanovitz, her second field goal today. She's got 4 for Arrowhead. So a few quick baskets to start the half for Arrowhead High School. Taylor just kind of lost her dribble, able to save it. And another turnover for Central Dauphin. Casso, stop, pop, too strong, got her own miss. And now Zahner will get it back to her up top, and now it's a 2-woman game here, and Zahner finishes, plus the foul. And what a series of events for Casso and Zahner, and leads to a 3-point opportunity.
Yeah, the Central Dauphin just continues to try, basically just put their head down and dribble. And they're just not going anywhere. We're going to get a full timeout here, but they're just not going anywhere. And it's just leading to these turnovers that are giving Arrowhead easy baskets.
Timeout on the floor. And not the start for Central Dauphin you were looking for here out of the break as we head into third quarter action. 6:44, just a minute and 15 into the third. And it has been all Arrowhead to start the second half. A 6-0 run, and they now lead 32-16. Joe, what has impressed you about Arrowhead so far in this game?
Similar to the game we saw earlier with Red Bank, most, if not all, the girls look to attack, and they're doing things the right way. They're not dribbling too much. They're making the right pass, but they're all 5 are involved offensively, which just from a feeling standpoint makes you play harder defensively. People always say, you get involved offensively, you feel like you're doing something. It's contagious, and it adds to your defensive intensity, and that's what we've seen. Both teams, Arrowhead and Red Bank earlier, just the defensive intensity is just very high.
So here's the opportunity for the 3-point play for Zahner. Couldn't get it to go, and a nice box out by Olivia Green, who's played very well today inside for Central Dauphin. Dauphin looking to end the drought. 3 from the corner, off the side of the rim, off the hands of Dickerson. And nobody's stopping Sams, and she goes coast to coast, put it on the floor, and nobody stopped her to score. 6 points for Sams. And the run continuing here in the third quarter for Arrowhead. Dickerson, mid-range jumper, knocks it through. She's got her first points now of the evening. It was her sister a few years ago, was a big part of the Central Dauphin program. Nice feed, wide open underneath, but unable to get it to go, and then a whistle and a foul, as it was Kesanovitz who had the entry feed. Didn't get the first one, but second chance sends her to the line.
Yeah, and she was she was open and she was hiding, and I think, including myself, we all kind of forgot about her. So I think when she got the ball, kind of caught her off guard, because it's like, there's no way I'm going to get the ball hiding down here, but.
Unable to get the first one to go. Second free throw for Kesanovitz. Rattles out. That should be last touched by Casso. We'll go to Central Dauphin. So free throws, 1 of 3 from the line for Arrowhead, and 2 of 4 from the line for Central Dauphin. Taylor trying to scoop underneath the defender. That was Kesanovitz. And she'll create some contact, and now she'll head to the line. Taylor 0 for 1, her only free throw tonight on the 3-point opportunity back in half number 1. Taylor up and through on the first. $11 points for Kayana Taylor, and make it 12. quick shot down the other end for Cassell, short. And now Matthews, the point guard for Dauphin, gonna push the pace here a tad. And Dickerson thought about that one. That shot mid-range off the mark for Matinchek. Cassell with a lefty floater in the lane. Just off the mark on that one. And once again, Matthews has it out of the pack and quickly up ahead. Dickerson pick and roll with Matinchek. Matinchek pirouettes. And now it's Dickerson in the corner. Dickerson long on that three, rebound into the hands of Sams, and now here comes Arrowhead. Nice passing 3-on-1, finished off by Cassell.
And you know, Nick, despite the outcome of the last Central Dauphin possession, that was a little bit better. They found some of the
turn it over there.
Pass, but they found a little bit of movement, but you just can't get any consistency with that. You know, but if I'm, you know, all this is easier said than done. But if I'm coach Central Dauphin, I'm trying to get, you know, Green and number 11.
Matinchek.
Thank you, Nick. Matinchek involved more because the outside shot's just not falling, and they're posting up on this high post, but they're just not giving them the basketball very much. In that last possession, even though it was a off three, they got them the basketball and did a little pick and roll. So I would love to see more of that. Excuse me.
Yeah, Green and Matinchek, as you mentioned, they've been playing strong underneath, you know, battling with those centers and power forwards there on the other side of Arrowhead that have been so good in this game. And we'll see what happens again. Again, apologize for my penmanship. There's one thing I don't have, Joe. It's penmanship.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm a lefty.
Oh, yeah, there we go. You shoot a jump shot with lefty too?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
It was a set shot.
I like
that.
that.
It wasn't really a jump shot. It was a set shot.
4:20 to go here in the third. 38-20. It's been Arrowhead here in the third quarter, outscoring Dauphin 12-4. And another turnover. It's been turnovers galore here in the second half to start for Dauphin. Crossing over, Zahner fakes the pass right to the basket. So a huge third quarter has really extended this lead for Arrowhead. It was a 10-point lead at the break and now stands at 20. Taylor will pass it off, now has it back. And then a whistle and a foul off of the ball. It might be against Cassell. Well, actually, instead, it's going to be Karina Clems, and if so, would be her second foul. Team second as well. They inbound to Green. Green up strong and able to finish. There it is, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, if I'm in the green, I want her touching the ball as much as just made a block down there.
Don't blink, because Arrowhead already in a position to score, but there was the defense, as Joe mentioned, and then stolen right back by Arrowhead, trying to draw the foul, and she does so successfully, is McKenna Haas. So McKenna Hayes, excuse me, number 20, drew some contact, and she'll get the call. 3:13 to go here in the second. I mean, excuse me, the third. Oh. Cassell thought about it, fires. And then stolen away by Presley Sams, and she puts it back up and in. 8 points for Sams. And then losing the ball on the other end was Jasmine Zakar, and Central Dauphin need to slow things down a bit here as Arrowhead pushing the pace and creating some mistakes from their counterparts. And Still a 20-point lead, 2:50 to go in the third. Ball, though, back to Arrowhead here.
Yeah, and the pressure is being created by Arrowhead, but it's also being created by Central Dauphin, self-imposed.
That shot blocked, and instead a whistle, actually, and a foul on Zakar, who got Sams on the jump shot. So Presley Sams will now head to the free throw line, a few movements removed from her basket on the floor. And either way, they're saying 5 team fouls, so it would be shots, I believe, regardless. But it was a shooting foul.
Yeah.
So be the first against Zakar as the free throw drops. 9 points for Presley Sams. And she's into double figures.
Boy, she's had a good game. I mean, I was going to say it's quiet, but it's really not. Like, she's
active.
Just clever. Yeah, clever with the ball in her hands.
Baseline jumper, Olivia Green in and out, but an offensive rebound for Dauphin, and then fouled on the way up is Michaela Matinchek. So getting our free throws that we missed in the first half here in the third. If you're just joining us and you're an NBA fan, the Kings have fired Mike Brown a few moments ago. Some update for you there as Matinchek's free throw is up and in. So 5-game losing streak for Sacramento. And that'll be it for Mike Brown there. As the second free throw rattles out. In other Philadelphia news, Jalen Hurts will also not be playing this weekend. If you were unaware already, we'll give you all the news and stats and everything you need to know here at the Viking Invitational. Trying to get it inside. That's strong defense underneath. As Olivia Green got a hand in there, but the back was to the official. Might not have a great view, but our officials have been fantastic today. And that'll be a whistle and a foul.
She had a lot of ball, but she may have had the wrist.
Yep.
Wrist too, kind of with her own wrist.
So some free throws coming up here for Natalie Cassot, able to get the first go. She's the leading scorer today here for Arrowhead so far. 17 points for Natalie Cassot. Again, our player of the game still to be determined as that one rims out for Cassot. But we'll have a chance to talk with them here after the game and catching that one, but also combining it with a few steps on the far side. So Freilich back in the game after dealing with those 2 personal fouls early in this one. And she commits the turnover there. 45-23, Arrowhead opening things up here in the third quarter at the Viking Invitational. Here's Cassot trying to beat Green to the basket. Great feed, but nice interception by Matinchek.
Yep, good idea.
Sembrot, she's wide open down the other side. Too high off the window. But a second chance for Green, and she's fouled on the way up by Cassot. So Olivia Green putting in that work.
Continues to battle despite the score. Just would like to see a little bit more focus on her from them offensively. As number 5, Freilich, Lily discusses the travel call with somebody in the stands. But on that note, Lily was one of the girls who was out here in the skills competition shooting, and we saw her knock down a number of threes.
Oh yeah, it was.
So if they can get her going,
that's a good point.
There's still a little bit of time left to make a run, but I don't know. I think she's only taken 1 3 today.
Free throws good though for Olivia Green. And with 1:40 to go here in the third, here once again comes Era. Euro stepping her way to almost 2 as Presley Sams. That one falls out. Trying to answer now is Central Dauphin. Back to Green they go. Green strong off the glass. Splitting the defense is Cassot. She gets inside. Finger roll won't drop, and the rebound defensively to Sembrot. As Central Dauphin trying to get back into that rhythm here. Freilich, they got her open. She'll launch a 3. It's short, but we might have a whistle and a foul underneath. So it was on the rebound. And I think it's going to stay down that side. This foul will go against Arrowhead, I believe. And some free throws coming up. It's going to be the 5th team foul against the team from Wisconsin. So Green will head to the line. Waiting to see who it's on. If it's on Cassell, it'll be her 4th. So we're just waiting for that announcement. As now Olivia Green's knocked down 3 free throws in a row. She's got 7 in the quarter. So heading to the bench here for Arrowhead will be Karina Clems. So Cassell will stay in the game. We didn't get an update on who that foul was against, but she'll stay in. And the second free throw for Olivia Green is good. She's perfect in the quarter. 4 for 4 from the line. She's knocked down both her field goals. And under a minute to go in the third. There's Cassell with the drive and kick. And wide open underneath is Presley Sams. And what a quarter for Sams. She's got 8 here in the third. The basket's just coming a little bit easier on this side of the floor for Arrowhead.
Yep.
Crossing over is Zakar, but then stripped away by Sydney Zahner. And a travel, though, in the backcourt. Got caught with the ball in her hands, did Sams. Wanted to get it up the floor. And now after the turnover, guys, 25.5 seconds to go here in quarter number 3. And a 47-29 lead for Arrowhead. And it's been a hard-fought battle. We talked about it, but the third quarter has belonged to Arrowhead. And we looked up, and all of a sudden it's an 18-point game.
Yeah, and we've mentioned this in the beginning of the game, but it seems to be a little bit more indicative of the way the game has been played. You know, the first quarter, the beginning of the second quarter was really close.
It was.
4 to 6 point game for most of the half, and Arrowhead is just separated. You know, every possession, they're just separating a little bit more.
I will say, tomorrow's matchup I will not be here for, unfortunately, if this game were to end as it is now. Nice feed on the inbound to Green. She couldn't save it, but actually does to Zakar, who puts up a fadeaway shot. No good. Green with another save, but this time into the hands of an Arrowhead player. 2 seconds. Shot is up at the buzzer and just short for Ellie Peterson. And that'll take us to the end of quarter number 3. 47-29. Arrowhead opened things up here in the third. We're heading to the fourth. The Viking Invitational live on Delaware Live Sports. We'll be right back.
First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained in current state-of-the-art techniques. We serve as team physicians for over 20 high schools, Wilmington University, and many local recreational and competitive leagues. Our doctors are readily available to all local emergency departments, medical aid units, and urgent care centers for consultation and treatment. Give us a call today at 302-731-2888 or visit us online at firststateortho.com. First State Orthopedics has 46 physicians and 22 physician's assistants at 16 locations across the state of Delaware. We provide both surgical and non-surgical treatment for a variety of orthopedic conditions, are specially trained.
And welcome back live to Wilmington, Delaware at the St. E Center, your home for the Viking Invitational here on Delaware Live Sports, your exclusive home for the broadcast of this weekend. As we welcome you back in, Nick Alessandrini alongside Joe Singles and Jason Winchell. We are here for our game number 2 on our broadcast slate between Arrowhead making the trip from Wisconsin, taking on Central Dauphin, a staple team here at the Viking Invitational, making the trip back down from Pennsylvania. And Joe going to get a little hand on the rock here as the ball comes down by us. 47-29, Joe, as we begin things here in the fourth quarter. Arrowhead kind of pulling away there in the third. And we were talking off air, and if Arrowhead's able to hold on here, 7:44 and ticking left in this one. What a game that's going to be tomorrow between Arrowhead and Red Bank Catholic.
Yeah, two squads who just really, obviously to me, focus on defense. I mean, their defense is what drives them. Oof.
Foul against Taylor here, her first, as Cassell will go to the line.
the defense is what kind of drives, you know, the cogs and the wheels, if you will, and everything kind of feeds off that with this active defense that Red Bank showed and now Arrowhead is showing, and it just results in a bunch of transition baskets and good looks at the other end offensively.
Free throw off the mark for Cassell to start the fourth. As we welcome in our producer, Jason Winchell. Jason, you're able to be here now for the bottom slate. Great to see you. How you enjoying these games at the Viking Invitational so far?
Very exciting. Like you said, you guys seen 4 pretty good teams already.
Yeah, we have. And let the defender go by, and then Matinchek able to finish it off. She's now got 5 on the evening. That 3 is up off the mark for Sydney Zahner. Rebound to Matinchek. 48-31 after the free throw by Natalie Cassell. 1 of 2 from the line. As the lead still at 17, though, for Arrowhead. Making the trip, as we mentioned a few times, from Wisconsin. A shout out to all our viewers up there. Taking a watch today. Baseline jumper for Dickerson is off the mark. Catch and shoot on a dime against Cassell. A nice feed, that time from Sams, and she's able to drop one from the mid-range. Dauphin with almost a turnover again here on their side of the floor, and they do. Out of the pack is Sydney Zahner. Got 2 Dolphins to beat, the left hand too strong. And Kayana Taylor just wanted to put it on the floor and take it herself. A whistle and some contact, I believe, against Arrowhead. And that's going to be the second foul against Presley Sams. Team's first, with 6:10 to go here in the fourth. Shout out to Pat Garianis making the trip, pulling up today, getting ready to go. He's back at his home looking up at that state championship banner as we have a turnover once again on the far side. Approaching the 6-minute mark here in this one. Sams almost had it stripped. Trying to get it to a cutting Cassell. A Dolphin got a finger on it. And now it's Olivia Green. Dickerson down low to Matinchek.
Play a little high-low with
and there was Freilich.
Dickerson and Green.
And a whistle and a foul here as Sams was caught near the free throw line as the Dolphins were racing back to recover defensively.
You know, and on a point that John made in the beginning of the game, you know, there's been no layoff with the Arrowhead's bench, you know, and they've been able to keep up this pace because this is a pace.
Cassell catch and shoot 3, no good.
Non-stop.
It is. I mean, we talked about it. Ball loose again. Cassell just continues to get there. Contact with Matinchek, no whistle, and the ball out of bounds. Will stay down here with Arrowhead. 5:25 to go. All over the place. It's like what we saw out of Red Bank. On the inbound, another catch and shoot 3. This time it was Karina Clems, unable to get that one to fall. Cassell and company doing a good job underneath, denying that entry feed. Dickerson, though, now going to get to the basket. Missed the shot, but he'll stay down that side. 5:02 to go. In comes Sydney Zahner for Clems. Oh, some contact on the inbound. Taylor to the basket, short on the layup. And Cassell has been racing all game long, and a foul on Lily Freilich in transition. So Cassell going to head back to the free throw line where she's 2 of 4 on the evening.
What does she have on the, Nick, what does she have on the evening? 19?
20.
20. Yeah, she, know that I've seen a player in this year who clearly has an edict to just shoot. You know, she definitely, and this is not a bad thing. In fact, I wish a lot of players had more of this mentality. If you can shoot, your mentality should be, I'm looking for my shot all the time. And she does, and she's successful at it. If she wasn't, her coach wouldn't let her do it.
Yeah, wouldn't give her the green light.
Wouldn't give her the green light, but she, you know, we kind of jokingly say, you know, she's the type of player who's never seen a shot she didn't like.
Yeah.
But the reality of it is, that's what great scorers, that's
Absolutely.
their mentality. Great
You gotta
scorers
have
that mentality, so.
And she is very active on both sides of the floor
Yeah.
tonight.
Uh-huh.
Taylor tries to get it to Freilich in the corner. She's going to let one fly.
And she's made some nice passes today, you know, in the lane when she hasn't had
That's
a
a
shot.
good point, too. She's kind of been the engine
Yeah.
for this team today.
Yeah.
And that one tipped out of bounds. Some subs here for Arrowhead. Coming into the game will be Addie Pomeranning for the first time alongside McKenna Hayes, who's back into the game for Arrowhead. Hopefully to the Pomeranning family. I got that one right for you back in Wisconsin.
Oh,
that one off the ankle of Freilich, but right back into the hands of Arrowhead. Now they're working around the perimeter. Zahner fakes another pass. Lefty off the glass. No good.
Good D.
And up ahead to Matinchek. Little pirouette handed off now.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they're catching her in the fast break, pushing it up, you know.
Trying to feed it back to Green, who's been successful today, but out of her reach. And what do you know? Cassot has it, and right down the floor. Unable to get it to go, but the speed is so evident. And then a whistle on the tie-up. I believe it's going to be a tie-up. And possession arrow will give it back to Central Dauphin, unless they call it a foul, but it will be Dauphin basketball. Under 4 to go here in this one, 51-31. It's been an Arrowhead second half. 10-point lead at the break and a 10-point advantage here in the second half as well. Has them up by 20. Dickerson sizing up the defender. Bounce pass underneath to Green. Kicks it back out to Freilich. That's the way they want to play.
Yeah,
the
exactly,
three.
yep.
Off the rim, though, and again, shots not falling as well, though.
No. But, you know, you give yourself an opportunity to at least get a good look by playing like that.
Yep.
You know, when you have two girls like that are able to, you know, post up, seal their girl, even if they don't have their own shot, that's the result. Kick it out. Good look at the basket.
And you heard John talk about it at the top of the broadcast. Central Dauphin always successful when they come here to the Viking Invitational. Running into a little bit of a buzzsaw here today in Arrowhead. Dickerson to the baseline. She'll let one go. Air ball into the hands of a teammate, Olivia Green. Green dribbling around. Dickerson will have another go at that three. That one in and out. And what do you know? Another second chance by Olivia Green. Kayana Taylor knocks down the corner three.
She goes.
And I put my head down for 1 second. Should have known Cassot would race down the floor. And a few of her last couple attempts just missing in transition. And now the other way in transition will be a tie-up with Taylor and an Arrowhead player, and that gives possession back to Arrowhead. So 2:49 to go. Player of the game incoming, Joe. And I think I have an idea who you might choose, but it's a bunch of options.
Yeah, couple.
Zahner has the backdoor and Prez. They make the extra pass inside. That was pretty, but unable to finish it. Ball tipped around, though, and then re-corralled here up top. Extra physical was Dickerson on the perimeter.
Are they going to call offensive?
And they did, I guess, with the offhand there.
Tough call.
So 2:24, and now the teams with some subs. For Arrowhead, it will be Gabby Haas will be in for the first time, and then some Dolphins coming back into the game here for Central. So again, tomorrow evening, or I guess tomorrow afternoon, it's going to be Red Bank Catholic taking on Arrowhead High School in a battle of Jersey versus Wisconsin. That's going to be a fun one. If you're able to get here, get here. If not, we've got you covered. on Delaware Live Sports. Nice job by Matthews on the bounce pass underneath. Green dives, hits the floor to save it. And now it's kicked in the corner. Re-entry to the block. Up strong, but through a double team that time was Avery Dorsey. As this one's stolen right back, though, by Jasmine Zakar, under 2 to play. And we're going back the other way. Things picking up the pace here. As our team's now coming in, our next matchup momentarily, as they are waiting for their opportunity. It's going to be a fun one to round out our broadcast schedule. It's going to be St. Elizabeth High School taking on Our Lady of Mercy Academy in New Jersey. So we'll get a chance to check out our Lady Vikings from in-state here coming up next. As Matthews drives, going to be a Sembrot 3, short off the rim and out of play. Well, Joe, it's going to be our Claire's Fashions player of the game. And what are you going to go with here?
I don't know.
From Arrowhead?
It's tough. I mean,
It is.
You know, you're down to Gabby Haas has had a good game. Presley Sands.
Yeah, she's been
really,
good too.
really had an excellent game.
I think Sydney Zahner played well.
Yep. You know, Natalie, I don't want to mispronounce it.
Casso,
right?
yeah.
Casso.
As a whistle and a travel.
You know, you probably have to go with her, and,
Yeah.
and it's probably more about the point you made, not just the shooting, but she's just kind of the catalyst for this Arrowhead squad at both ends. I mean, I feel like more often than not, she's the one leading the charge, so to speak, bringing the ball up the court, and you know, more often than not, she makes the right decision.
And wreaking havoc on defense as well.
Yeah.
She's been all over the floor. I don't think I've seen her get tired.
No.
She has been up and down the floor.
Yeah, this is the first time she may have been out.
Yeah, I say she might have played the whole game. They'll get her.
Yeah.
They'll get her out here. "21 points if she doesn't re-enter for Natalie Casso. That'll be your Claire's Fashions player of the game. As we have a battle with under 30 seconds to play. So underneath the basket here for Avery Dawn. She will inbound for Arrowhead. 25 seconds to play. That one's stolen by Sembrot. Bodies hitting the floor. And you love to see the hustle here all the way through, right? Even with the score decided, these two teams really laying it out on the hardwood. And that's what the Viking Invitational is. One of the best around here. And final shot coming, guys, for Central Dauphin. And what is going to be a victory for Arrowhead High School. They will advance to the championship game tomorrow. Sembrot off the backboard, trying to get it inside. Stolen, and with 3 seconds to go. Shot blocked at the buzzer. And that'll do it here at the Viking Invitational for game number 2. A hard-fought battle between Arrowhead and Central Dauphin, 51-34. As Arrowhead makes the trip from Wisconsin, they get the victory. And they had a big second half led by Natalie Casso.
Yeah, you never really, or at least I never really felt like Arrowhead didn't have the game in hand. You know, no disrespect to Central Dauphin, who played hard.
Yeah.
I mean, I saw a lot of positives. I mean, I mentioned
agree.
a number of times. Natalie Green, I mean, she just works hard. I mean, she just works hard. Both ends of the court, diving on the floor. I would have liked to see her get more involved. I don't think it would have changed the outcome, though. But, you know, Arrowhead well-earned victory here as they...
Sorry about that. Now, we're throwing all kinds of stuff at you. We apologize. Yeah, you can if you want. Absolutely. Have a seat. All right, as we are now joined by our player of the game, Natalie Casso. Natalie, speaking with us. First off, we just want to start by saying great game, big win for you guys here. But how was the trip, right? Making it over from Wisconsin. How was the trip over here to Delaware, and is it your first time here in the First State?
Yes, this is my first time, and thank you for having me. It was a good trip. We traveled yesterday, and it was fun, exciting, good to spend time with the team.
Absolutely. So now kind of talk to us a little bit about what was working for you out on the floor. 22 points. Don't know if they told you that yet as you made your way over here. But a big game for you, big game for the team all around. What was working for you guys there out on the floor?
Yeah, thank you. I think what worked for us a lot is just like sprinting the floor. We're a pretty fast team, so just getting up and down fast and then sharing the ball.
Yeah, it definitely showed for sure, Joe.
Yeah, and on that note, I'm just curious, is that kind of the approach every game that coach likes to push? Just, let's push, let's be under control, but let's push the pace.
Yeah, that is. We work on that a lot at practice, like our fast break, getting boards and pushing it up, like passing it up is a big thing for us, so we want to play fast.
Yeah, you guys were very successful with
Thank you, thank you.
Certainly did. I know you had us really talking about it here on the broadcast. So just talk a little bit now about, what's it going to be like you guys going forward. You get to play again tomorrow in a big matchup, I believe, with Red Bank Catholic, a very talented team you saw earlier play a little bit today. What's the key for you guys continuing this momentum into tomorrow here at the Viking Invitational?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we just saw Red Bank Catholic play, and they're a great team. I think a big thing for us in that game is just our defense. Like, we saw them move the ball very well, so just talking on defense and getting our matchups and not letting them get open shots.
Absolutely. Natalie Cassot, 22 points here for Arrowhead High School in the win over Central Dauphin. Any shout-outs now? Anybody at home watching? Anything you want to say to everybody back in Wisconsin?
I don't know. Thanks for watching. I don't know, but thank you.
There you go. Thanks for watching. And Natalie gave you 22 today in a big win for Arrowhead. So I guess for everyone in Wisconsin, go Pack Go, Packers fans?
Yeah, I'm a big Packers fan.
There you go. Go Pack Go. We love to hear it, even though we're in the NFC. But again, shout out to Natalie Cassot. Appreciate your time, Natalie. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Well, that'll do it for us here, Joe, on the broadcast. Let's put a bow on it here between the Central Dauphin and Arrowhead. We're heading to our final matchup of the evening. Final thoughts.
Just, we saw two excellent high school girls basketball games today, and the result is going to be hopefully what's just an even more exciting game tomorrow. Two real high-quality teams here at St. E's today, and hopefully everybody's healthy going into tomorrow, and they both play their best games.
And that'll do it for this matchup. Arrowhead, big win over Central Dauphin. And we come back at St. Elizabeth's and our